have this space over here that is genuinely stressing me out. I don't know what to do with all these things. This is supposed to be like office space. I don't know. It's this weird like entryway from the driveway. There's another entryway into like our side yard. Our actual entry is just down this way. So it's a really strange space. Are you okay? All right, tightened you up. You should be better. But it's a really strange space over here. This is where the kids hang their backpacks, or I'll hang my purse, whatever other bags, sweaters. We have our piano here. My piano. Yeah, we have desks here that are supposed to house like computers, laptops, Chromebooks, whatever. Tons of crafting things. A lot of crafting things of which I have already boxed up and stored in the garage. Things that I'm not using frequently. I just don't know what to do with the rest of it. So we're going to figure it out. Figure it out with me. I'm going to start with the thing that I feel like is going to be the easiest to address. And that is going to be this area. This is, like I said, where we keep our backpacks, bags, sweaters, etc. Fix the lighting a little bit. So I'm going to remove anything here that is not backpacks or sweaters or bags. This is supposed to be for the car. All right, so I actually took out a lot of the bags because they don't belong here. I don't use them every day. I'm gonna put them away. The kids are gonna come home from school soon and they're gonna be able to put their backpacks up and it won't be a crowded mess. I need to remind my husband to please take those boxes and put them back where they belong. But this area is done. We're gonna move on to the next easiest area, and that is gonna be the piano. Why? Because it should just be piano and a few decorations. We don't need things like chips on the piano. So I do recognize that there are too many plants. I have other plants in other areas that have died, and some of these will be taking its place. So have no fear, relax. It's not going to stay this crowded here, although even if it did, it's probably fine. That plant is not doing well. All right, looking at all this is like really giving me some level of anxiety, especially because some of it I have no idea what we're going to do with it. But what I'm going to do is focus on what I do know, and that is going to be these right here. This is from Thanksgiving. It's like the napkins and table setting stuff. It doesn't belong here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this away. This is broken, so we're going to let it go. Got my Shark steam cleaner. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the kitchen. Going from top down, this just randomly got placed in here. Random felt and craft items. I had mentioned before that I put a bunch of crafting items away and put them in the garage, and unfortunately they're not that easy to access. I do want to roll this up. I could literally cut that out. No one has to know. We're done. To have a spot for the craft things that I can just keep together and at least have them organized, I'm going to call that this pile right here for now. All right, we got some crafting items in here. And in here, actually, this is ribbon. So we'll put that here. This is also ribbon. Here's another thing of ribbon. Her sewing machine, I don't necessarily want to keep out, but I don't have anywhere else to put it for now, so it'll stay here until I figure something out with it. Next, what we have is the printer that is currently not in use. I mean, it can be, but it's just not currently plugged in. That too is going to just have to stay here until I can figure out what to do with it. in this box were things I brought home from my last job. Some of the things are like holiday decorations, so they can be put away. For example, I can put this away with the Thanksgiving stuff. I can use it for Halloween. I could still use it. It's just not the season for it. You know what I mean? So let's go through this stuff now. I will create a spot of things that need to go with specific decorations and things that need to go in purgatory. This is so cute. I am Groot. Okay, so did anybody else have fun this year making some paper chains for decorations? I did. This is actually an Alexa. It is like a giant computer monitor screen. I used it at my old job. I won't be able to utilize it at my new job, so I'm gonna have to figure out what room this thing is gonna go in. We'll see. I did get a stand for it as well, so that's how I had it displayed. I don't know what to do with all these. This is something my son made at school. I do love this and intend to keep it. It's a little mummy with the lid. I do think this is something that'll be fun to like put away and then take out during Halloween time. I think that works well for that. Now these things I made using air dry clay. I made a bunch of like little tic-tac-toe trays. I meant to make some of them as gifts, but then I ended up feeling like they weren't quite good enough to gift. So this one was like a piece of toast, and I had little pieces of bacon made, avocado, butter. This one's like a hard-boiled egg. But yeah, like little pieces of bacon and eggs to do tic-tac-toe. I just don't know what to do with them. They're really cute, horrible. I just don't know what to do with them. Also, this bowl is broken, so I am gonna toss it. Next is gonna be this spot down here. And here we have things for the bearded dragons. Some useful and some not. I'm gonna put this to the side next to the bearded dragon enclosure to work on later, figure out what we need and what we don't need. This box was given to me by my past coworker. I miss her so much. There's like papers and stickers and things that she had given me. I already sorted most of that. The stuff left in here were like too big to store in other things. So I'm gonna keep this for other paper and sticker crafts and utilize this moving forward. For the most part, this is done. I didn't need to keep that cabinet thing. It's trash. Next, we're gonna go through that section. You can't see it all because it is currently covered. So I've sorted some recycling / trash here. We've got some craft supplies and then Halloween, or not Halloween, but holiday decorations and then other random decorations. This is what this area is looking like now. I did find this box which has a lot of like these notebooks in them and other miscellaneous. I'm gonna have to go through that. But yeah, this is what we're looking like now. A little frustrated right now because I genuinely was hoping that I would find my tablet somewhere in there, and it's not in there. So I'm kind of bummed. I no longer have the motivation to finish the area, but I'm gonna take a little tea break and then go back in a bit. This is future editing, Catalina. I started editing the video and I took a nap. I did not, in fact, go back to finish the area. So you will have to come back for part 2, if that is ever made. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe for more unsatisfying, uncompleted projects. Stay relatable. Bye.